All right, this is going to be Lab 7 online password cracking. It's actually been modified a bunch from last year. Some of the documentation is still the same if you've read it, and you're really going to be doing the same thing, but I made it a little better. I'm assuming some of you looked at last year's. Okay, last year's I had in there where you had to mangle the usernames. Well, that became an issue. First of all, I gave you examples of like Ken Dewey with a mailbox between them or a bomb and stuff. The whole point was I wanted you all to figure out what a valid username was. Obviously, it's way too complicated to do that because I would literally have a very large portion of the class not being able to figure that out. I'm serious. I've been trying the mailbox and it keeps crashing. Since when is a mailbox a valid character in a username? But you know, people. I changed it up this year, so it's different. Okay, trying to bring in a couple other tools. I don't know if you noticed that. I'm trying to make you do different things, and so we're going to talk about online remote systems. Do it yourself. Scenario administrator has called you and he needs access to a system and it's information on that system, but he forgot the machine's IP address. He forgot the usernames. Forgot its IP address, passwords, everything. Does that sound too far-fetched? No, it's not far-fetched. I have a wireless network at home, which I'm assuming we all do. And I have a regular Airport Extreme router. But then I have a unified network as well to extend it. I don't get in there very often. So the other day I'm like, crap, I need to get into that. I don't even remember what it's called. I couldn't even remember the name of the network. So I'm like, I looked at it, and it's like, crap, it's literally just the dome. So I'm going through my MacBook. Okay, I know I installed this. I'm going through all my apps. Okay, what app could it possibly be? So yeah, if you don't do it a lot, you forget things. Okay, so you're going to figure out where it is. That's the very easy part. You're going to figure out the username and password, and then you're going to retrieve the RSA keys. Okay, you're going to retrieve the general purpose RSA keys. Okay. You understand those words, you can figure it out. It's not difficult. Okay? So this little section right here. If you were to go on Google, type in what type of system it is, once you figure it out, and type in the highlighted words, guess what it'll tell you? Exactly how to get them. Okay? So many people, I have no idea. I'm like, you literally, so I actually last semester I did you ever see the Let Me Google It For You? So I did the Let Me Google It For You. I brought up, I typed in what it was, general purpose, retriever, and oh wow, that was so easy. I'm like, yeah, it's nothing difficult. Okay, so I want the keys, and the way I'm going to tell if you get them, you're going to tell me some of the values on them. Okay, so you have to identify the system, refer to the documentation of how to get it. It's not difficult. Okay, tools you need. You really need to do this on Kali. Okay, you need Nmap to be able to find the system. Y'all know what Nmap is. Okay, easy enough there. Zen Map works as well. You can use Zen Map. I'm totally fine with it. You can need Hydra or X Hydra, but there are other programs like Brutus, and there's a couple other programs you could use it well. I'm fine with any of those. Cool. Everybody use Cool a little bit. wget. We haven't used wget, but we're going to use it today. Your brain. That might be good. That might be good. And a cognitive area of the outside of a square storage device. You have to figure out what that one means. Okay. Now, Nmap. You all know what Nmap is. Yes? No? Everybody's seen it before? If I was to, you could recognize it at least twice out of 2 times. All right, let's bring this up. I don't even notice, but again, I'm having you do most things in Kali. It will all work in here, but there are a lot of other applications as well. Bring up Zen Map. And if I want to find a system, let's say I want to find a system that's 10.10.40.1. I think I can do this, can't I? Let's find out. I'm just going to change this to a quick scan. That's all you need to do just to find it. It should come out and find me some machines. Hello? Is it going? Come on, that should go. There it goes. Okay, it found me some machines. Okay, it found me 40.99, 40.100, 40. So it found me. I mean, that's all I did. So the subnet you're scanning should return one machine. Okay, so it'll be okay on Nmap. Pretty simple. Okay. So with Nmap, close anyway. It is on this network. It is on the 10.10.99 network. Find it with Nmap. Anything outside of that range is not your machine. If you scan outside that range, you will find lots of machines, and they're not going to help you. I have people that scanned all these other numbers and then spend hours trying to get into them, and they're not the right machines. Okay. There's 2 services running on the machine. Do not use SSH. I'll tell you why right now. SSH, we've actually done this project with SSH in the past because it's a very, very good protocol. The problem with SSH is it detects you trying to break into it, and it'll return false positives. Like, oh, you're good, you're in. Well, you're not in. So with the protocol you're going to be using, you can actually go a lot faster, and it works better, and so you should not have an issue. And did that solve your problem, by the way? Did it solve part of your problem? Okay, good. Okay. All right, so you know how to get to Nmap easy enough. Then we're going to use Hydra. That's something new. This is the command line for Hydra. Okay? Let me explain what Hydra does. I'm going to explain each one of these commands. With Hydra, you can specify the text file that contains your usernames. First of all, you guys got to get the usernames, which I'm going to tell you more about here in a second. Okay? Then you need a password file. I gave you that. It's actually upload. It's under week lab 7. It's right there. Use it exactly as provided. If you open it in Notepad, it's literally going to be all run together with no line breaks, and you'd be like, what the heck? Open it in TextPad, or you open it on a Unix system, then it's fine. Okay? Don't freak out if you save and open on Notepad, and it's literally just one big old line. Because that's wrong. Okay. So you can use English. T2 is the number of threads. You can adjust this. Okay, for instance, running SSH, if it brought it up like above 3 or 4, it started airing out. But if you're working with 10,000 usernames, or even say 100 usernames with 10,000 passwords, that could really take a long time. So we got something a little bit quicker. Dash O, it says the output file. You can put the results in a file that we can go back and look at them later, which is always handy. Or you can also output it in the screen. Then you need the protocol, like SMTP. Then you also need the port. Okay. Now, Hydra, which we're going to use right now, has a really nice GUI. And it's X Hydra, isn't it? Okay. X Hydra. I'm going to break into a machine. I really don't know which one's up. Let's use this one. We're just going to use our file server. Actually, is that the name? Yeah, that'll work. You can specify a target, or you can specify a target list. You guys are going to use a single target. You can use an IPv6 if you want. You can also use the port. Now, remember, you ran Nmap already. You found the machine. You already know the port. You already know what the service is, so you're good. I did not manipulate the ports. I didn't make it, port 25 is actually FTP. I didn't do that to you, so you're okay there. So, I'm going to let's use FTP. What port do I need? 21. Let's go with 20. 21. Okay. Options inside of here. Okay. You can use SSL, but we're not on this one. I do recommend verbose. That way it always tells you what it's doing. Sometimes verbose gets very loud, so sometimes you might want to turn it off, but in this one, it's okay. Obviously, I want to show the attempts because I want to see what it's doing. And if you look at the bottom here, it's actually, I don't know if you can see it, it's actually building the command line for me. So watch, as I uncheck these things, that command line gets shorter. So when I add verbose, it added the -V. When I add show attempts, I got the -V. Okay? All right, now I'm going to go over here to passwords. And so I can specify username. Let's use spell right? Okay. And I could do one username. Actually, you know what? Well, let me pick someone who probably didn't change their password. Let me try to think. I can't think of who to use. Did you change your password? For the vSphere system?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't want to use you then. If anyone didn't change their password?
I didn't.
What's your name?
Jordan, Jordan -Prouty, Prouty.
Okay. So we're going to leave password as your password. You see that it doesn't work. Now we all know. Now you can go ahead and change it too. I'll show you how if you want to. You can also use a password list, which we're going to use here in a minute. But for the sake of this, we're not going to use a password list. You could also use a username list, which you're going to use that as well. You can try logging this password. What basically means is it's going to try Jordan Prouty, Jordan Prouty. We're not going to do that. You can also try empty password or reverse login. In other words, Jordan Prouty, and then it flops it over backwards. Okay. Now, tuning. Come on, where is... Okay. Tuning. Here's how many tasks you want. That's in other words how many threads. In other words, how many hits is it going to make to the server at one time? Now, I cannot guarantee that if you use a lot of them and other students use a lot of them, it won't kill it. I have had it kill before, but the system is pretty robust. It seems to hold up. Last year, it didn't die at all. So, but I wouldn't, so we're going to leave it at that for now. You can tell to exit after first pair is found. You guys have to find 20 of them. So if you do exit after the first pair is found, it's going to stop. But then you can at least tell if it's working. You might want to find one and then actually tell if it's working before you spend all time getting tons and then realize something wasn't right. Okay? All right. Don't worry about the proxy. You're not using that at all. Specifics. You need to do something on this page. Okay? Now we're going to go over here. You'll have to figure out what to do on that page. Is it hard to figure out there, Patrick? No, it's not. Okay. Now I'm going to click Start. So what's going to happen is we're going to connect to this machine on this protocol and this port using this username and this password. I'm going to say Go. And cannot connect. So target. Couldn't reach it at all. Why isn't that one up? That one should be up. Let me look at something real quick. I don't even know if I can connect to that machine on that port. Might not be able to. Come on. Give me another window. On another telnet window. There we go. Oh, I can't connect to that one. Let's try a different one. Let's try... Not that one, darn thing. I want this one. Let's try connecting to... Because I don't want to connect to the real one. Let's connect to ftp.nai.com. Try that one. Try that one. See if I can... Let's clear our output. Start. Connected. Done. Target. Your password is this. Cannot connect. Unreached. Well, why is this scene trying? They should still connect. Hold on. FTP. Can I connect to that one? Oh, there, 21. Okay. Should still connected on 20. Control. Is it Q? What's the escape character? Oh. There it is. Okay. So I need 20. That's what I need. I need 21, didn't I? Okay. Now we're going to start. Okay, there, login after attacking, so 0 target, 0 password. So in other words, it did not connect correctly. Now I'm going to change this, and it's A and O and N. And because this one I know requires that. Let's try to see if this one will connect. There it is. I connected. I used the username and password. And it basically, and actually, this time, I'm going to show you how to use a list so we can show you what happens when it doesn't connect, okay? I'm here in my home directory. I'm going to create, I already have that, this list here. This is the same list you guys got. This is the password list you have, okay? I'm going to go right here. I'm going to stick in just so we can test it, okay? Actually, while I'm in there, can't I create a new one in here? There it is. Okay, we're gonna go Bob, John. Now let's go to just one little word. Okay, gonna save this. Save in the root. We're gonna call it usernames text. Okay, so we got usernames, and we got our English dictionary. So now I'm going to go back over here to Hydra, which is, where'd it go? There it is. Okay, go back over here. Now this time under usernames, I'm going to click on username list, click here. I'm going to pick usernames. Then I'm going to click the password list, and I'm going to click English.text. I got 2 of them. That's weird. Okay. Now I'm going to say start. And clear this. Let's see what it does now. I guess I picked the wrong English one. Oh, it got it. It got it. Okay. 1 valid password found right there. See, it's highlighted which one was good. Yeah, because it should have been, what, the 3rd one or something, wasn't it? Okay, so that's weird, though. It doesn't even show. Yeah, it does. Look at that. Because it said... Wait a minute. No, anonymous is not correct for that one. Does their system allow you to log in with other stuff now? Let's try it. I didn't know you could do that.
Usually it's just your email address, isn't it?
Yeah, but it said it connected without that. Wow, it does. You can connect with anything now. Well, that just sucks as an example. Yeah, because it literally logs in. Let's try a different username then. Since now you know it allows you to connect with any stupid password. That just sucks. So let's go with Bob. Save. Now let's try it. Where did I close Hydra? Did I close the damn thing? Guess I did. Yeah, it died.
What's Hydra?
It's a new one. It's a new. FTP to NEI, port 21, FTP. Yeah. Okay. It's actually so easy to use, so you guys won't have any issues. Show attempts, we're going to go over both, and passwords, we're going to use the username list, which was this one. We're going to use the password list, which was this one. And then we're going to, did we tell it to stop? Yeah, let's tell it to stop after it finds it. Okay, so yeah, it's taking anything. Well, that sucks. I did not know they did that. They must have changed their system. Maybe they had too many people like me trying it. So I want to, this time, uncheck exit. Tell it to start, and it should try multiple. Are you serious?
Did you actually check to make sure it was going on the list and not the original? Like the box itself?
Seriously, it doesn't automatically check the box. The old version, you could click over here and automatically check the box. Good catch. There it goes. So obviously Bob isn't going to work. Oh, you know, oh, hold on. Let me stop this and clear this. Stop, clear. Let me go back in and tell it to exit after found. See what he said was talking about? I didn't check this box. Even though I put in the name, I didn't check the box. That's why it's working out. So we're going to go to Bob. It's going to wait 10 seconds. I'm just going to start again. Come on. There it goes. All right. So it's trying all of them. And that one should have worked if I had anonymous. How many is there? Oh, it was only 4,000. It won't take long. Oh, we found one. There it is. So basically, it finished Bob. It got to the very first anonymous one right there, anonymous and unfrowning, then immediately quit. Okay. Now, let's try something else here. I want to go to... Where's the one where it gets it correctly? There's got to be an option in here where it writes to a file. Target. Let me find it. Let me find it. Is there not an option in here? Seriously? LTAP. No, it's not there. I don't see it. So we could technically... Oh, I don't feel like... Wait, right password. Oh, that's SNP. Come on, there's got to be in here. Show attempts. Let's turn off debug. Actually, let me try this for a second. Let's see what that'll do for us. So it didn't take that long to find it, did it? There, it finished it. No problem.
There's a save output at the bottom.
Yeah, but it should automatically write it. So I'm going to go back in now, and I'm going to try one more thing here. I'm going to uncheck this. And I want to go back and edit the passwords file. It's English. I'm going to get down here and put in Bob at here.com. So it should show me 2 successful, shouldn't it? Should, in theory. So we're going to uncheck that. We're going to click Start, clear it, now go. And it should show me the 2 different ones that are correct. If that's true, then you can make sure it's working, then turn off show attempts. Okay, it got anonymous with unfrowning, and then anonymous with unfrustrated. That's right, it doesn't need email addresses anymore, does it? So it got both of them. It got anonymous with unfrowning, the anonymous with unfrustrated. But why did it stop at 2?
It says 16 valid passwords found.
Yeah, but why isn't it showing them all? Yeah, but it's only showing me 2 of them. That's weird.
Did you add Bob back to your user?
Yeah, Bob's still at the top. That's why I didn't get him immediately. Let's turn it. So, yeah, see, this program's a little bit different this time.
It doesn't output them to a file for you?
No, didn't see it.
I think you added Bob to the
See, it's got Bob right there, and it's got Bob as a username as well. See it?
There you go.
Yeah. So none of the Bobs are going to work, and it's going to get me the first anonymous one. We're almost there. Oh, now we got blanks. Bob. Oh, it was right there. Okay. So I got the anonymous one. I got the other anonymous one. So it showed 3 of them. And I don't know why it's trying blanks. I don't know. Maybe there's something with their system going on. But ours does work when you connect to it. I made it so it works. So that won't be an issue there. But I don't know where the output is. I know the command to output it is -O. I just don't know how to do it inside of Hydra. So technically you could write the command out, just write this command down and then just put the -O in the file name and you're good. Okay? Yeah, it's not hard to figure out. So Hydra's kind of a cool tool. I know you can save the output here, but it should do it automatically. Okay. Great. Now my screen's not big enough to hit cancel. There we go. Okay. Is everybody okay on how to use Hydra? It's not hard. Just play around with it. The next thing you really need to know is wget. We haven't played with wget. In the past we used wget with Steganography Lab. This year we did not. So I'm going to actually go over here, close this, return my prompt. What wget does, and if you go on Google, come on. Well, wow, Google's excessively fast today. There it is. If you just type in wget, it'll actually show you where to get it from. It goes right to their webpage right there. You can download it straight from here. Okay, it's free. It works great. It's a free software package. You can download it right here. Okay, easy enough to get. It's already installed on your Kali machines as well. We're going to show you an example. I'm going to go to wget, we'll just get rsa.edu. Okay, what it did is it went out and got rsa.edu. It actually went out and downloaded the website. You all see that? 100% done. What it did is it put it over here. This is in my root directory. It made me a file that is right there because it downloaded the index page. See it right here? Index.html. Saved it right here. And there's the Rose State College webpage. Kind of missing some components, wouldn't you say? Does anyone know why?
It links to other files in the file structure.
Right, there's a lot we're missing, and I need you to go away. Okay. Got close tabs. All right, so what we need to do, if you type wget, I think it's --help, it'll show you how to use it. A lot of different commands, but there's really only one you need. And it's probably up near the top here, and it's actually right here, recursive. Let me explain a real world example of this tool. Laura Lewis, one of our prior students, went on to TU, University of Tulsa. And when she was there, they all work as an internship for the Tulsa Cybercrimes Department. The forensics lab's on the bottom floor, the entire top floor is the cybercrimes unit. So it's literally same building, so everybody works as an intern for them. Kind of works on projects. Well, Laura went up there right when she first started going there, and there was a cop over there in the corner every day doing stuff. She went over to talk to him. I mean, it looked like his life sucked. He wanted to kill himself. And she's like, what's going on? He was assigned a child pornography case, which you realize is the largest type of cases right now. He had to download every child porn off this website manually, literally, save as thousands of pictures as evidence. I mean, that would really suck. So he was hating life. And Laura's like, why don't you use wget? He was like, what are you talking about? Well, you saw how quickly wget got that. Well, let me show you what happens if you use wr. wr means recursive. It's going to go, actually, I think I put the wr at the end. It's actually going to recurse subdirectories. Now it's actually not just getting the index page, but it's actually following the links along the way.
You have enough room on that virtual machine?
What now?
You have enough room?
Yeah, I'm going to stop. I'm not getting that much of it. But you can literally download anything with it. So she showed that to that cop, and he literally typed it in, and hook, done. And he's like, are you serious? Because who knows how many of those images he's seen that he just can no longer unsee. So, awesome tool. So what it did now was, it made me a directory called www.rsa.edu, right here. Oh, look at that. Now I have an index page. It's not going to be complete because I still haven't got everything. Okay, I didn't get much at all of it. But I did get some of the images. Okay, maybe icons. There it is. I got that icon. Ooh, I got one so far. But,
I think you have to tell it to modify the web pages and the links in them so that they link to the stuff that's on your hard drive.
actually, unless they're a hard link on the website. See, most websites, when you make them, you tell it this subdirectory and below. And those work fine.
Relative.
Right, relative links are fine. Now, if they hard code it, well then, like the whole link, www, that ain't gonna work. But for what you're doing, what I just showed you will work perfectly. Okay? So you can see how quick and easy it is to get stuff that way. So, wget, really, really awesome tool. So you can get it from there. You can use it to retrieve the entire website if you like. The usernames is your different. Your usernames are valid email addresses. Okay? And all of them can be found on this website right here, which I was nice enough to give you the exact website. So if I go to this website and type it in right here, there's the website. This is the non-traditional students organization on Rose State. Virginia made it for a project many years ago, like 10 years ago. I just needed some website to use, and it was up on her server, so I said, oh, I'll just use that. So basically the emails are on this page. You have to find them, okay? And you can learn about NTSO while you're here if you like, okay, whatever, okay? None of these people actually work here anymore. That's okay. But so this is the website. You just have to find the email addresses on there. I will positively tell you they are on here. How many is there?
Like 6,000.
Okay, there's 6,000 on here. Okay, so I pretty much clicked on every link, didn't I? Oh, missed that one. Oh, that's handy. That's not it. I didn't know that was missing. Okay. Okay, getting close. We almost hit every link. Every link. Well, we know the brochure already doesn't work. That was so they're on there somewhere. You have to find them. Now, speaking of finding them, once you find them, first of all, do not search cm.cyber. Don't download that because that's a dynamic page that we use for a cert manager. It's trust me, they're not there. And we just added the other website as a subdirectory below it. So don't search without the NTSO. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're going to get a bunch of crap that you don't need. It is not there. It is 100% positively underneath NTSO. I understand that. If you leave off NTSO, you get a bunch of crap and it's not going to help you at all. And it's going to just take it all kinds of time. Okay, don't search below it. It's not a trick. They're not there. Okay. You can attempt to use Cool. Cool will actually extract email addresses. Did you all know that? We mentioned it when we talked about Cool a while ago. But it won't work correctly. Completely correctly. It will give you hints enough we can figure it out. But there's issues with it. And there's a couple other programs out there that have issues with them. And that was nice, but they just don't work right. Does anyone know what makes up a valid email address? So how can I find out what makes up a valid email address?
Look at the RS.
There, okay. What is a valid email address? Let's start there. Wiki. Yeah, but it should talked about the first part. Actually, I think I typed in what characters are allowed in an email address. What are valid there you go. What characters are valid in an email address? There it is. Uppercase and lowercase letters, A to Z. Digits 0 through 9. And all those other ones. Those tools don't know that. Because I use them all. Because is that not what's valid? No, those tools, Cool does not like it. Now, there's a couple of those that the protocol you're going to be using does not like, but I did remove those because I knew ahead of time. But Cool doesn't like some of these characters, so it will give you issues. And we tried for hours, couldn't get it to work correctly. So that's why I showed you wget. Now, I don't know why I didn't show you that to begin with, but y'all know what wget is now. Okay, so pretty much, okay, Cool will work. I'd recommend trying it. Maybe you can get it to work. Okay, you should try using wget. It might help you as well. You can also use your web browser because every email address is on that page and is humanly viewable. I'm just saying. You can see them with your eyes. They're not even hidden text. They're not even white font or anything. So. All right, passwords are located in a file in the content folder, which I already showed you where that is. What's under Lab 7. Okay, save them to your virtual machine. You can edit if you'd like, but I randomly selected passwords out of there. So there's none, like I didn't use the top 100 or the bottom 100. I literally just did a random selection out of there. And I actually made 100 of them. Each of you have 20. So you only have to do 20. You just got to find out which 20. Okay. Use Hydra to determine username and password to get into the service determining using Nmap. So in other words, you're going to use Nmap to find your machine and what services import. Then you're going to use Hydra to break into it. First, you're going to get the usernames. Then, once you get all that done, so now you know the service, you know the port, you know the username and the password. Now you're going to connect. You only need to connect with one of them and get the general purpose RSA keys. And then just break the other passwords and you're done. Okay? Now, depending on how you use the tools, you might be getting a lot of false positives, so you might want to check and make sure they actually work before you submit your answers. There are Windows equivalents of all these programs. You are 100% free to use them. Now, we are working on it. It's not ready yet. We are working on it where you could actually do the entire thing from outside the virtual lab, just connect through our firewall. Not ready yet. When it is, I'll let you know. Yes.
So we'll be able to open up the quiz and see this and then close it without...
Yes, and I opened the quiz and I made it so it doesn't block your other stuff. Yes. Okay, here's what the quiz looks like. What IP address did you have to connect to? What command did you use to retrieve the keys? The exact command. What is the first hex values of the general purpose key? What's the second hex values of the general purpose key? Of the encryption key? What protocol did you use? What port did you use? Okay. What is the username and password that allowed entry into the system for the following person? I want it in this format, username/password. So you're going to put in kdewey@rsa.edu / the password.
With the spaces.
Yeah, spaces would be handy. It will actually work it either way, the way I wrote it. Okay? And it'll give you your people's names right here. So the first, Aguila Kisling. Then Slaveta Bigman. What you're going to do, you're going to find the email for Aguilar Bisling right here, or Kisling. So you're going to find that email address. There's going to be about 100 of them, or so. No, maybe not 100. There's going to be a few of them. Then you're going to have to figure out which one of the usernames actually works. So if Aguilar Kisling is on your list, you're going to find all of Aguilar Kisling's email addresses on that list. You're going to put them into a file in Hydra and then use those to break it. Everybody understand? Yes, sir.
So we're already going to pull from the website all the different possibilities of that email address, or do we need to mangle it?
No, you do not need to mangle it. I actually give you all of them.
Oh, okay.
I give you 6,000, is that right? 6,000 emails? I give you 6,000 email addresses. There's going to be a bunch of them that belong to Aguilar Kislinga. You'll be able to tell. I mean, literally, it will have that first name. Find all of those for Aguilar, put them in a file. I mean, if you want, find all 20 of yours that you have to do, put all of them in a file. And then the password file you don't need to mangle. Don't touch it. And then it'll figure out which one breaks it. So it's not, I mean, it's easier this year. You don't have to worry about mangling anything. There is an extra credit question at the very end. It's exactly the same type of thing, but I give you a different username and password. Actually, a different username. The password is still in your password list, but it's been mangled with John the Ripper. So you'll have to mangle the password list to figure out what the password is for Oscar Higley. He's the last one on the list. Okay? Oscar is he has a lot to do with this class. He was actually the one who sold answers to students on Craigslist. It was actually Roy. It's pretty handy. So, everybody okay on this? I do recommend reading the entire requirements page so you understand it. It will definitely help. I mean, literally read the entire page. Make sure you understand it all. I was going to add a bonus if everybody could not ask me one question, but he's already asked it to me, so forget it. First person's already asked it to me. So. The thing you couldn't find, remember? Oh, don't say it. Let everybody else find it. Okay, so everybody okay on what you're doing on this project? I mean, it is easier, sure. You don't have to mangle it. The reason I took off the mangling is people really had a hard time with that. A couple of years ago, we had a student where we'll use, Ken Dewey as an example. I said I used first name and last name, Ken Dewey, and I mangled it. Like K Dewey, Dewey K, Ken Dewey, Dewey Ken, Ken Dash Dewey, that kind of stuff. He went on the internet and found out this mangling website, put in Ken Dewey. And it came up with K Dewey, Ken Dewey, Dewey, Ken Dewey, Dewey, Ken. It's like, seriously? He was literally trying thousands of variations of it. I'm like, what part of normal mangling is that? So, it wasn't.
This is actually more realistic because if you go to an organization, they usually have a standard format.
Right.
So.
I was 100% expecting to do this project like with row state email addresses, where you could pull them off of our website. But anyone know what the problem might be with that? I assign you Billy Bob who works across the campus. Billy Bob quits tomorrow. They remove his name from the internet. There you go. You'll never get Billy Bob's address. I'm like, oh, crap. So I basically scrapped that idea because I just knew somebody I pick would not be in there anymore. So I said, I'll just make it myself. So, okay. No real trick to it this time. Okay, a little bit of a trick, but not that much. All right. Any other questions? No questions? Got it done yet?
No, I gotta go and pull out my own.
Patrick is not done yet. That's a world record.